What's going on, everyone? We are live here in Garden City, New York at the Cradle of Aviation Museum for the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo 2019. Retro Gamers Podcast, episode 148, or maybe it's a special edition episode. Me and Anthony didn't talk about this. Larry here.
Frank here.
What's going on, Frank? How are you?
Not much. Just having fun here. This is a great turnout.
This is an amazing turnout.
This is it expanded. I think the last time I here was 2 years ago. I think to this one.
For you, yeah.
And it's quadrupled in size.
Wait, don't get this confused with the run in Brooklyn.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. It's quadrupled in size. It's 2 floors now, and it's just booths galore, and I've spent way too much money.
It really has. We're going to talk about that on another podcast. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of people saying that they did better yesterday than the entire weekend last year.
Yeah, it's. I wish I didn't have work yesterday. I would have actually loved to spend more time here. But this is really amazing. It's really just like I said. It's quadrupled, at least quadrupled in size.
So what we
cosplay?
A lot of Star Wars cosplay for some reason. I don't understand why so much Star Wars, but Star Wars.
Well, to each his own.
Yeah. So we are recording here right now live as we drop every Tuesday, wherever you listen to podcasts, Retro Gamers Podcast. And, this year, a lot of cool vendors, they had like high score tournaments, regular tournaments, a huge pinball section.
Yeah,
which was very interesting, which I'll mention in a moment.
The pinball machines are just...
Do you remember pinball back in your day?
Yes, I used to have a pinball machine when my dad had his restaurant, and we used to hustle all the camp kids. So took their quarters. So.
So basically what we did here, obviously Anthony could not fly in for this weekend.
I will be playing the role of Anthony today. So
I want to thank Frank from the Better Half Podcast and the soon-to-be the Dad Podcast.
Coming soon to the interwebs, the Dad Podcast.
Yesterday had Ira from the Circling the Drain Podcast. Thank you very much for helping yesterday. Glenn from the Rough Cut. No, Glenn's behind the camera. Mario from the Rough Cut. But Glenn, our unofficial retro gamer. I guess at this point you're an official retro gamer with us, helping with the camamera.
You're on the non-salaried payroll, like the rest of us. So.
And basically, we got the table. We're selling ourselves this weekend. We've had the systems, PS1. I got my Hyperkin Super Nintendo, and we're rocking the Super Game Boy. 30th anniversary of Game Boy recently.
Yes, 30 years.
What's your favorite Game Boy game?
I like Tetris.
Amazing safe bet. Okay. So we've just been trying it out. Got the monitors here, and it's been a success. I haven't checked the numbers yet, but it's been, I think, a success.
It's I would say it is, because I color me impressed. There's just like I said, the vendors are everywhere, and there's more games here than. Hey, leave my booty alone.
Hey. No, I'm doing this for a reason.
Okay.
Because it's gonna. So normally, on another podcast that we do, the Better Half Podcast, constantly talking about the stuff that I buy, especially on a whim. But not 10 minutes after being here, our good friend Frank,
7 minutes,
just out of nowhere, upped and went and picked up something that I haven't seen in a long time.
Okay. So Larry spends frivolously, and I'm notoriously cheap because I have a wife, 2 children, a house, and a mortgage. The zipper's on the right here. Oh. This is really great fun. Yeah, there you go. So literally 50 feet away, in the corner of my eye, I saw a little bit of purple, and this popped out. This I caught, and I ran over, and I bought Quiz Whiz. Now, it's not a video game, but it was a computer game. I can't find the one that the actual computer in it. But
and it's on the bottom.
Let's just take a gander into the box here if you can.
Words.
I got a great price on all this. All right, put it back.
So here's how it used to hook up.
Yes.
Basically, it would hook up like that.
If I can find the computer.
I'll be Vanna.
All right, Vanna.
So you just kind of don't worry about the computer itself, probably because you need batteries.
Yes. You need batteries. 9-volt batteries.
Which we should actually. It's funny. We should probably play this. Which of the following menu items is named after a British nobleman? Casserole, filet, sandwich, aspic.
Sandwich.
The Duke of Earl?
No, the Duke of Sandwich.
Ah, okay. Very good.
But now, the thing is, you would press it on the little computer, and it would tell you if you were right or wrong, and then you would keep score. Very archaic compared to apps now, but this was a piece of my childhood.
The word blank was first used in a 1920s play written by a Czech playwright. Alien, gremlin, robot, computer.
I would say robot.
It's robot.
All right, I'm going to assume robot because 2 out of 3 of us, I guess.
You're not playing Quiz with me, sir. So
we'll
this
get
is
to
a
in a moment.
blast from my past, and yes, I got a very good deal on it. So
Yeah, it looks
again,
good.
Larry is usually the one that spends irresponsibly. I got it. Okay.
Careful, there's a lot of wires down there.
And therefore it was my turn, and then I bought a pop. So yeah, I spent too much money today.
I bought
For me.
yesterday. No, for you, yes. I've done the biggest spending I did. I bought I finally found for the Sega CD.
Sega
CD.
Sega.
WWE Rage in the Cage.
You love your wrestling.
I love my wrestling. And with SummerSlam being today, I got to get home quick. But Rage in the Cage was awesome. One of the games, unfortunately, I lost during Hurricane Sandy, yada, yada, yada.
Damn,
blah,
Hurricane
blah, blah.
Sandy lost all my Transformers toys.
You can
The
probably
metal
find them
ones.
somewhere around
the
here.
metal ones.
So Rage in the Cage, I'm very happy for. I think I got it for a good price, complete with the instructions. So very happy about that. I have actually got to pick up soon a original piece of art that is being made. That's actually
You got a Garfunkel?
a what?
A Garfunkel?
Ah, see what he did there? Ah. Some of the people listening, Art Garfunkel was half of a group way back when.
Yeah. He was a redhead too.
I'm actually maybe let's see if I can. The character I'm having made originally was the premise that later became Donkey Kong. This character.
I know this.
This
'cause I've heard you
character
talk about it.
is like a licensed character, not of Nintendo. He's celebrating his 90th anniversary this year.
Tito Puente.
He likes his spinach.
Popeye.
Popeye.
Or as my daughter as a baby would call him Popeye. Popeye?
So I'm getting a Popeye done. I can't wait for that.
Wait, Popeye was originally supposed to be Donkey Kong?
The Donkey Kong game was supposed to be Popeye. I think they just lost the rights to it, and it became Donkey Kong.
Sorry, I just saw a kid with a pretzel and that looked good.
So, Brutus would be up on top, and Popeye would be going through the thing.
Okay, I get that. I can see that. I guess he would maybe, throw cans of spinach at him?
I think so.
Would he want that?
I don't know if he would throw skates. No, he'd probably still throw barrels.
Okay. Sure, why not?
So that was my big purchase. Otherwise, again, like you mentioned, the convention is definitely bigger than last year.
Yeah, again, I'm very impressed, and I wish I could stay the whole day, but
You got to bail out.
yeah, I have family obligations. But this is it's as far as I could see, there's just tons of games for every system possible. Even saw Virtual Boy.
Finally, it's getting its love around here. There was someone who came to Anthony. I'm not making this up. There was a gentleman at the table, Glenn can vouch for me, who said that the Virtual Boy was amazing, and he's happy to finally find someone else who loves the Virtual Boy as much as I do.
That person was Larry's mirror.
So let's talk about an issue that we actually had last night, though, that me and Glenn had. Nothing against the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo, nothing against Retro Aviation. But let's just say maybe some of the volunteers
Okay.
were a little, maybe power hungry.
Go on, I'm
So
listening.
nothing major, don't get me wrong, nothing major, but we're playing some pinballs near the end of the night, actually 15 minutes before closing. Playing some pinball. In the middle of a game, all of a sudden they come around, all right, done, we gotta go, all right, bye, and just starts immediately shutting down the pinball machine.
Really?
Doesn't call, last game, nothing like that.
What time was it supposed to close?
10 o'clock, and this was a 1:45.
Okay. Well, you should have been home by then.
But still, no, we're talking about something else in a moment. But in the middle of the game, you shut it down?
Well, they probably
I said shut it down.
shut it down. They probably knew how good you were and knew you'd be playing pinball till at least 10:30.
I was playing an AC/DC game.
Well, there you go. So you were
It was
probably
cool. Every time you hit the bell, Hell's Bells, dong,
That's pretty good.
dong. What's going on, sir?
So, yeah, I think they probably knew how advanced of a player you are from your Miss Pac-Man skills. This guy is going to be here all night, and we want to go home and play Dungeons & Dragons.
All night. There is some D&D being played here as well, actually.
I saw that room. That was a very interesting room, if I may talk about it for 1 second.
Let's do it.
Was, oh, hello. No, there was a scantily clad cosplay woman there. I'm
PG.
married. Okay, I'm on the better half. I forget that it's PG sometime. You have to be nice to me. Yeah, that room smelled of
basement.
And Sheldon Cooper. It was very interesting. I walked into that room and quickly walked out because there was a lot of
tabletop.
There was a lot of oddities in there, but I've never played Dungeons & Dragons myself. Maybe I should have. I don't know. But
the Endor.
But yeah. So, but again, a lot of different displays. The free game area is just amazing.
Don't mind me. I'm just getting ready. That's all.
For what? What are you getting ready for? This is very unprofessional. This should have been done beforehand. So there's a guy over there with a straw coming out of his hat. Cuphead.
Yep.
I like that. And he's got the gloves to match, too, so that's good.
So what I want to do real quick, I do want to show off, because the gentleman's standing here very patiently.
Yes.
I don't want to take up too much of his time.
Do your thing.
Because we did take some video. I think we took some video. We'll probably take a little more video as well. So I'm just going to circle around here.
All right, I'll be off camera for this.
Suck in the gut. That's all right. So first and foremost, would you introduce yourself to our podcast family?
Well, hello, I'm Eric Hale, known as Hailstorm42 on Instagram.
Over the top.
We'll get the other mic over here in a minute.
There we go. That works.
There we go. If you didn't hear from before, Eric Hale, Hailstorm42 on Instagram. I collect very weird hardware and rare thingies in terms of video game history.
Bro, the stuff that you have, and we've met before.
Yes.
So we've met before the con. Some of the stuff that you showed me, I think the first thing you may have showed me was the
Super Game Boy Commander.
The Super Game Boy. Basically, and we're showing off the Super Game Boy today, but they made this controller that basically mimicked the bottom half of a Game Boy.
Correct.
And had some special features for it and stuff like that.
It actually unlocked certain features of the Super Game Boy, including a slowdown mode and a way to change some of the palettes easier than you could with a normal Super Nintendo controller. But you could only use it if you had this special controller that was only released in Japan, which was kind of annoying.
Yeah,
so I imported one because that's what I do.
No, and your collections, you have that one, I think it's, don't you have like on like a shadow box of like the different, what are they?
The different Game Boys, all in clear. I have the Game Boy Light with me still.
This, we've talked about this in the past. Look at this bad boy right there.
That's a
That
Game
looks
Boy
awesome.
Light, the Astro Boy edition. Well, actually, there are two Astro Boy editions, but I like clear things, so I got the clear one.
Very 90s, screaming 90s.
I love the clear, translucent stuff. And it's just part of the thing.
And so I've been looking for a Game Boy Light. I think we talked about the Game Boy Pocket Light or Game Boy Light on the podcast before. It was a Game Boy Pocket with a backlight. I saw it once, some small toy shop on East 33rd Street, down from the Garden, and that was the last time I saw it.
It happens. They pop up every once in a while. I actually have seen one that was on sale here yesterday. I don't know if it's still there, but being that they're kind of rare, they're horribly expensive now. So,
It is what it is, right?
yeah.
What is some of the other cool stuff? Because we're going to talk about some of the stuff you have upstairs. Some of the
so
cool stuff that you've collected.
Upstairs today, I actually have the N64 disc drive on display and playable.
Yes.
With the F-Zero X expansion kit. Which the idea behind the disc drive at first was that they were going to make rewritable and slightly cheaper expansion packs to N64 games, so that once you had the base card, you could get, additional levels and new characters and all sorts of stuff. And this is the only actual expansion card games to come out.
Yeah.
Because the N64 was a horrible failure in Japan and never actually made
Fortunately, it
it
was great. The N64 was awesome over there.
I also have up there a DVD player with a built-in Game Boy Advance called the Vistion Portable Entertainment System with Game Boy Advance, which is the weirdest.
That's a long title. Yeah, that's a very long title.
Yeah. I have the Super Game Boy Commander up there in a display case.
Yep.
There's a weird little Mega Man linker thing that basically for the Mega Man EXE games on the Game Boy Advance, used to play the games in-game with these little battle chips that allow you to do moves and attacks and stuff like that. They released the chips as actual little, collectibles. And in Japan, they had a reader that would allow you to actually plug them into your game and unlock them in game.
I didn't like that game. I wasn't into the EXE series.
There's actually a couple of special cards, chips, that you could not use in-game unless you had the physical ones.
Really?
And they're unlockable only with this reader.
Okay.
And the reader never came out in the US, but it still works with the US games. So yet again, we're getting shafted on certain things.
And the one of the cooler things I liked was, I never knew this came out, a Dreamcast karaoke machine.
Sega and Japan in general are very into their karaoke. Sega actually owns karaoke bars all throughout.
Yes,
Japan.
that I know. I think actually when Anthony was last in Japan, we saw some of those.
So Sega actually has a history of, for many of their game systems, releasing karaoke units. Only in Japan, obviously. There's one that I would love to get my hands on called the Mega Karaoke that's for the Sega CD and Genesis, and it makes it an absolute unit of a gigantic monstrosity. But I found the Dreamcast one for not too expensive. I imported it. I mean, I haven't actually tested it yet because I don't have a Japanese Dreamcast.
Oh, okay, I got
it. Into my American one.
Yeah.
So
it's for show for now.
For now, it's just a showpiece.
Okay.
I also have the GameCube keyboard controller up there.
Yes, that I saw. I've
for Fantasy Star Online.
I've seen it. I just haven't seen it in a long time.
It's my favorite controller to bring over to random friends' houses for Smash Brothers because I pull it out of a bag and they're like, "What the f- is that?" And I'm like, "My controller." There's also a Nintendo DS keyboard up there that's mine from a Pokemon typing adventure. It's the only Pokemon game that was translated into English to never be released in the US. It was Europe and Japan only. I don't know why. Maybe they thought we didn't know how to learn.
We were too busy typing of the Dead on Dreamcast.
Yes, it's a great game, fantastic. And the centerpiece of my collection, so to speak, that's up there, is the Panasonic Cube.
Yes.
The DVD player GameCube. It's this beautiful monstrosity of a GameCube and a DVD player.
Very shiny.
Super shiny. The basic idea was that Panasonic was the company that Nintendo partnered with in order to make the DVD drive and the tiny DVDs in the GameCube. And as part of that licensing agreement, they were given permission to create their own DVD player with GameCube functionality. And now, if I was a company, I would have just made a DVD player and stuck some GameCube ports on it, and that would have been done.
Call it a day.
Yeah. Instead, they made this beautiful Cadillac of GameCubes. Like, even the controller ports, when it's plugged in, they light up blue. It's like this,
yes, I've seen that. Yeah.
It's super sexy for a game console, and it's ridiculous.
Awesome.
And I love it. And it's unfortunately super fragile.
Oh, is it really? I didn't know that.
That's why it's not on display to play.
Fair enough.
The disk drive tray tends to break. The
Wow.
rails
Okay, so you don't use it that often, or at all?
I don't use it that often.
Okay.
Because mine, while the rails still work, they're starting to do that like shutter thing.
Gotcha.
And I have replacement rails at home, but
a little nervous to break into it, maybe?
I've opened it once before. It's a gigantic pain in the butt.
Fair enough.
You need to take off 8 screws to get the side panels off, and then there's about 14 screws on the back to get the rest of the panels off. And then when you take the back plate off, every single circuit board that's in it collapses because the back plate is a whole remote.
Okay, I got you.
And it's just not a fun
I don't blame it.
thing.
I don't blame it.
I don't feel like doing it again.
Do you still have the thing you showed me yesterday?
I always do.
Yeah.
That we did. So yesterday I showed a little bit of it. Actually, showed it on the on our Instagram. But just in case, here it is again. The tiniest system from Nintendo. The
tiniest cartridge-based system.
Cartridge-based system. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So the old Pokemon Mini.
Yep.
I love this thing.
I saw that yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I want to show it here because now I got the guy here. We got the podcast. Thank you. That's really
so
cool.
dead later.
And any other?
I mean, I have a Game Boy Micro on me at the moment, and a Game Boy Color that I mounted a backlit screen into, and my Game Boy Pocket with a backlit screen. But those are more or less standard nowadays around the
everyone's
collecting things. Yeah. But they're still fun to do because they're all,
That's a gorgeous color. That never came in that color.
Well, this is actually original.
That
It's original shell. It's
really?
the Extreme Green. It was
I
a
don't
Toys R Us exclusive in the U.S.
Won't lie. I didn't. Oh, okay. Toys R Us. Yeah.
Yes.
Now I remember.
Toys R Us exclusive in the
Yep.
U.S.
Boy, my poor Game Boy. I got the. Where's mine? What's the Game Boys? The tin, not the tin, the plastic. All right, whatever. Don't worry about it. I got my Nintendo Power 100. Game Boy Pocket, but it's seen some better days, unfortunately.
It happens.
Don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it.
There's also an interesting game that I have in
Oh,
it.
look at this thing.
So this thing is Robopon. Robopon is honestly, it's a blatant ripoff of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Only one version ever came out in the US. There was supposed to be Sun and Moon version, but only Sun ever released. The reason that the cart's so big is because it's got an
infrared?
Two of them actually, on the top and on the side. Wow. It's got an exchangeable battery. It also has a speaker in it. This cart will actually alert you with a little beep for timed events, even when it's not plugged into the console. And then you can use your remote control or other infrared devices to actually unlock extra features and things in it and trade.
That's cool.
But all built into this weird cart, and we never got the other versions, so you can't actually get all the Robopon.
Ah, well.
Because we never got the English version of the other one.
That's a shame.
Yes.
But no, but that is definitely cool stuff. We're gonna go up. Actually, I think I showed something as well on the Instagram, but just in case, we'll do it again. And one more time, hit him up with your feed and everything.
I'm Eric Hale. You can find me as Hailstorm42 on Instagram. It's spelt a little weird, like my last name. It's Haile. But other than that, that's pretty much it.
That's awesome. I mean, thank you for stopping by. This is awesome. I love the stuff that you have to show off. I'm very jealous of the Game Boy Pocket. If he's not looking, I may take it. You can stand right there, and he's towering over me right now behind me, right? There he is. So we got right now the Playable Characters podcast. Check this out. Brian and Calvin. Gentlemen, if you can, to our audience, because we ran into you guys a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago at this point. God, so fast. And you can hold on to that. Let us know what the podcast is about.
So basically, what we do is we do fun interviews with real video games.
You always get funny interviews with real video game characters.
Yeah, but they're also fun interviews.
Funny interviews with real video game characters.
Do you want to say that one more time?
No, they got
So yeah, so we've interviewed Bowser, Kirby, Miss Pac-Man. We run the gamut.
Okay.
And at the end, we play a game of Wet Bad Dead, which we're going to play right now.
This is what I've been waiting. I've been hearing this wheel spin all weekend. So you can zoom in, Mr. Cameraman. So Wet Bad Dead is basically, well, you get it. So I think me and Frank are going to try this. Oh boy. And I'm going to go first. So 3 spins, and it's basically Wet Bad or Dead. You want to go first, or? You can go first. All right, no problem. Here we go.
Okay.
No money, no money.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Chocobo.
Chocobo.
All
right.
Chocobo's first one.
Come on. Come on. Let's get that trip to Hawaii.
Spinning it.
Oh. Put a little left. I don't know. I'm afraid to. There's some kid almost spun it off the thing.
Star Fox.
Star Fox.
Chocobo, Star Fox, or
Chocobo, Star Fox. I think I already know my answer so far. Oh, come on. He's back.
Chun-Li.
Chun-Li. Ooh, okay.
Chocobo,
So,
Star Fox,
Chocobo, Star Fox, or Chun-Li. I would wed Chun-Li, but she's definitely my go-to in Street Fighter.
Okay,
always
there you
has
go.
been, always will be.
Wait a second.
I'm not. What?
I saw your other 2 choices.
Okay.
You're going to bet not the female?
Hold on. All right. So that should, bet is more kind of like a one-nighter.
Well, no. When you wed, it's like 10 years in, the sex is kind of gone, so it's like a loveless marriage. So just keep that in mind. I won't be as into my marriage.
And I forgot what all that is like anyway. But no, I'm still going to wed Chun-Li because I think in the long run, plus, I mean, the dinner is going to be fantastic. She's going to put up with your pop. I don't know. If it's her pop, maybe. All right. And then let's see. I would have to.
Chocobo, Star Fox.
Yeah, I think I'll have to. I think for the story, I'd have to bed Chocobo.
Right?
Again, what's with the story? Who are you telling? Who are you telling that you fucked that shit?
One night I was drunk, right? And I was with Chocobo. Yo, let me tell you, the thing he does with his feathers, forget it.
What was it you said? I saw you posted it, I think, on like Instagram, like someone pulled up Chocobo and like the friend leaned in and said,
Can I say it?
Yeah. He just leaves us with friend. What game is that from? Final Fantasy. Not into heavy games, so we got.
It's like a horse chicken, basically.
I'm sorry, I went the other way. I did Sega.
Sega. Sega. All right, Frank, can you step in? I want you to take a shot at this.
Star Fox is dead?
Yeah.
Wait, why are you killing Star Fox?
because I can't redeem him for that horrible GameCube game.
Oh,
Star
fair.
Fox Adventures
Fair.
is not cool.
Fair.
His name's Fox in the Cloud. not Star.
No, I get that.
Yeah, we'll watch the movie. Your fan would be like, excuse me! His name is actually Fox.
We will raise
Yeah.
season 4. All right,
All right, good. All right.
No, if you haven't
Spin again. No.
Spin again.
People love fucking that chicken.
Does that count?
No.
No. Ooh,
Angry
okay.
bird. Oh, different kind of bird. Yeah. Oh no, we're not doing bird. Angry bird or Pikachu.
Pikachu. One more.
So it gives you more time to prepare.
Oh, there you go. With that fish package.
Mega Man.
Mega Man X. Mega Man. All 3. So wet, better, dead.
Yeah, Angry Bird, Pikachu, Mega Man X.
Okay, well. Okay, this sucks. All right, okay, so I'll probably wed the Mega Man because he'll be able to protect me.
Fair enough. Angry Bird.
Angry Bird or Pikachu. You gotta fuck one of those.
I think I bet, and as much as I know nothing about Pikachu, Ryan Reynolds played him in the movie, and let's be honest, he's dreaming. So I would bet Pikachu, and Angry Bird would be dead.
Which they usually do anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Kill an Angry Bird no matter what.
Could have gotten the 3 worst things. I get Lara Croft, I could not get
You could have gotten Kirby, that would have been better.
Kirby female.
No, Kirby's male.
Yeah.
All right, well,
But he's got a mouth. So
Well, yeah.
yes, again, before I close the mouth.
yeah.
Sorry, this is
All right. Now we're both for males. All right.
Yeah, I know.
So I've been waiting to do that all weekend.
Yes.
very cool. Very cool. That's
Thank you so much.
No, thank you very much.
And also on the show, it's always different. We have a list of hundreds of characters. It's always great to pull them up, so it's never just these 50.
Yeah.
Oh,
We have a lot of weird, there's tons of weird ones that we put on the list that are like, Calvin explains to me every time who they are. It's like a Fire Emblem character, something like that. Like 40 of them. So, yeah, it's fun.
So check out Playable Characters Podcast. Check them out. Funny people. And we'll see you at another con.
Bye.
Yeah.
Catch you guys later.
All right, we're eating.
So we're going to get ready to wrap this up here from Garden City at the Cradle of Aviation. 2019 Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. We finally had a table this year. I think it was very successful.
Color me impressed.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. We had the games set up all weekend. We're doing a lot of Game Boy today, 30th anniversary Game Boy. Handheld gamer.
My brother had Game Boy growing up, and if I touched it, I quickly got my ass handed. Or something to me, my butt handed.
Booty.
So I actually got the PSP. It was one of my first handheld.
Later on?
Yeah, later on, but I did sneak in a few Game Boy. So I think my stepfather also had Game Boy. I wasn't big into handheld, but I played Tetris, mostly.
I like it. So with that, we're going to wrap this episode up. Anthony, actually, I think you may be on assignment for the next couple of weeks. Frank may be back on next week. I don't know. I got to see what
Double dipping. No paychecks, both shows.
Nope,
Yeah.
not at all. And so we're going to call it. Remember, follow us everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter soon. Our website, the Retro Gamers Podcast. RetroGamers.com, Facebook, and Instagram, again, Retro Gamers Podcast. And someday we're going to get on Stitcher. Everyone's asking for Stitcher.
Yeah, it seems we need to work on that.
Apparently, because it's a cross-platform system.
Yes.
So apparently, you only listen to it cross-platform.
Yeah. Cross-platform.
All right,
We
folks.
need that.
We will catch you right here next week on the Retro Gamers Podcast.